So number 6 na. Okay, so ang UFC partnership, may balances sila before retirement. So mag-retire kung si partner U. So 10 million, 20, tsaka 30. Tapos meron silang profit or loss ratio na 20% unit, 30 tsaka 50%. And before daw itong mag-retire si partner U, there were errors that were discovered. So sabi nga natin, general rule, kapag merong mga kailangan i-adjust, gagawin muna natin bago natin i-admit or i-retire. So first bullet, there are certain PPE daw na has not been subject to revaluation surplus. So kailangan i-adjust muna natin yung 15 million. So based dun sa profit or loss ratio. So hatiin muna natin ng 20, 30, and 50. And the net income generated during that year was overstated by 5 million. So, kailangan i-adjust din muna ulit. So, hatiin ulit based din sa profit or loss ratio. So the balances after adjustment dun sa mga errors, 12 million, 23, tsaka 35 million. So dito tayo magsisimula bago tayo mag-retire natin ng si partner U. So based din sa problem natin, si U received 15 million upon retirement. Now, against dun sa kanyang balance, there's a difference na worth 3 million. Now, ito lang yung gusto kong i-point out, no? So, sabi natin, in any dissolution problem, there are always two sides of the story. Pwedeng isang asset revaluation or yung silent nga, or yung bonus na tinatawag. In this case, the 3 million, interpretation mo na naman na pwedeng share na naman to sa isang undervaluated asset or bonus. Kaso nga lang, itong 3 million, you cannot assume or you cannot say na ito ay isang adjustment na naman ng certain asset. Bakit? Kasi based sa na-discover na error, isa nga lang yung nagkamali. So huwag mo lang pilitin na adjustment na naman to. So itong 3 million, you will consider this as bonus na lang. So the 3 million bonus, hahatiin ulit yan para dun kay F at kay C. Pero na nga, whenever sa retirement, no, when you allocate or when you distribute the bonus, do not forget to disregard yung profit or loss ratio ng magre-retire na. So, hindi mo siya dapat hahatiin ng 30% tsaka 50%. Ang lalabas na parang 3:5. So, 3/8 tsaka 5/8. So, magkano ba yung balance ni F? So, official answer natin is letter T, 21 million 875. So, if ever see, may sagot din tayo. Yung 33,125 naman. Okay, so SANT, before admission nitong incoming partner D, so ito yung balances nila based din sa given, and they have a profit or loss ratio ng 3:2:1, so 3/6, 2/6, saka 1/6. Now, D was admitted as a new partner by investing a certain amount of cash. So ito yun, yung in-invest niya for ilang percent daw, 25% interest daw dun sa capital natin in the partnership. Ito, paki-underline ko, which includes a credit of 735 for a bonus. So again, paki-underline mo yun. Includes a credit of 735,000 for a bonus. Now, ano yun? Ibig sabihin, sinasabi nung problem na once in-admit natin siya, nagkaroon daw siya ng bonus na amounting to 735,000. So, ibig sabihin nun, the amount credited to him includes a bonus. So, dito ko yung 735. Ito yung bonus sa kanya, sa ating incoming partner. And anong klaseng bonus yan? Bonus yan to the new partner. Na itong bonus, hahatiin natin based dun sa old partners na profit or loss. Now, yung balances sa baba, these are the capital balances of the old partners or yung existing partners once D was admitted. So, if ever tanongin, no? So may sagot tayo. Ito yung balances nila once na-admit siya. Now, ang pwede mong masabi pa, now since bonus ito, so pinupush ng problem na hindi ito asset evaluation. This is a problem na we're in silent. O yun na lang kasi binigyan natin ng bonus. Sino? Yung incoming partner. Now, since bonus tayo, edi sabi natin, ito yung total contributed mo, equal na rin siya dun sa total agreed. Kasi nga, wala kang asset evaluation. So, therefore, pwede mong ma-conclude, ito, pag kinumbine mo yan, di ba ito na yung balances nila, na nakabase yan dun sa total agreed capital natin. So since si D, he invested certain amount of cash for ilang percent daw, 25% eh. So ibig sabihin, yung combination itong tatlo, this is already representative of 75% noong agreed capital. So pwede mo natin i-gross up. So kapag in-add natin yan, meron kang 3,969,000 divided by 75%. The total agreed capital is 5,292,000. So, pwede natin ibigay na yung gusto nitong D, which is how much daw? 25% ng agreed capital. So, 5,292,000 times 25%, 1,323,000. Na ito nga, yung kanyang credit na 1,323,000, it includes a bonus na 735. So, minus lang natin yung 735, makukuha mo na yung cash na gusto niya, na kinontribute. So, official answer natin is letter D, 588,000. Or, pwede rin nga, since walang asset evaluation, your total contributed is also 5,292,000. So, from there, pwede mo rin i-work back yung 588. So, 5,292,000 minus 784 minus 2,730,000 minus 1,190,000, lalabas din yung 588,000. Okay, so old partners or existing partners, E&M, before admitting, dalawa yung in-admit niya. Si R tsaka si L, may balances muna sila ng 30,000 and 70,000. And they share profits and losses 30 and 70% as an old yung existing muna na partnership. Ito daw si R, he contributed cash for 55,000, so nadagdagan yung contributed natin. Now, ang bago kasi dito, 2% kasi ho yung binigay. He contributed 55,000 daw for 20% interest in the capital and 30% interest dun sa profits and losses. Now, kapag ganito, 2% na binigay, isang sa capital, isang sa profit or loss. Ang tanong ko muna, alin dun sa dalawa yung papansinin mo? Ang papansinin mo is yung capital interest na gusto niya. Bakit sir? Kasi you are admitting a new partner na he invested a certain percentage based on the agreed capital interest. So ang titignan mo doon, yung capital interest ratio na gusto. Sir, yung 30%, paano ho yun? Yung 30%, problemahin mo na yan. Once na-admit na, once na-buo na to, pag nag-generate na ng net income, tsaka lang natin yung papansinin. Pero kapag tinatanggap mo ang isang new partner, titignan mo doon yung capital interest ratio na gusto niya. So again, itong 55,000, he wants 20% dun sa agreed capital natin. So alam mo na 20% yung representation niya. Now, itong si L naman, he contributed dalawa, isang cash, tsaka isang equipment. For ilang percent daw, o di 25% interest ulit, and 35% interest dun sa profits and losses. So ano ang papansinin mo ulit? Ang papansinin mo lang yung 25% interest dun sa capital. So again, paki-underline na lang muna yung 20% interest ng capital para kay R, tapos yung 25% interest para dun kay L na lang. So yun yung gusto nila na percentages. Now, based din sa naka-bold, no? So if bonus amounting to 18,250 was given to the old partners. So bonus na naman tayo. So ibig sabihin, sino ang nakatanggap? Nakatanggap ko yung old or yung existing partners natin. So hatiin muna natin yung 18,250 sa kanilang dalawa based din sa original na P&L. So times 30% times 70% muna. So yun na-compute muna natin dito sa baba. These are the capital balance of the existing partners once na-admit na itong dalawa, itong si R at si L. So since ito yung capital balances nila, so therefore itong dalawa, this is already will be part ng total agreed capital natin. And since again it is bonus method, so therefore your total agreed na naman is equal to your contributed. So therefore, itong dalawang to, kapag pinagsama natin, since si R, ilang percent daw yung gusto niya? 20 sa agreed. Itong si L, ilang percent daw? 25 daw So a total of what? 45%. So therefore, ang may iwan dun sa dalawang existing is 55%. So therefore, ito, pag inad natin, so yan ho yung 118,250. So this is already representative of 55% no total agreed capital natin. So pwede natin i-gross up. So your total agreed capital is 215,000. So para mabuo lang natin yung itsura. No? So yung 215 times natin kung ilan yung gusto ni R, which is ilan daw? 20%. So meron siyang 43,000 na credit once na-admit siya. So kung titignan mo, may difference siya doon sa kanyang in-invest na worth 12,000. And ito naman, itong si L, ilang percent yung gusto niya doon sa agreed capital, 25%. So my credit sa kanya is 53,750. Now since ito yung hinahanap natin, anong makatulong sa atin? Yung bonus nga na concept na wherein your agreed is equal to your contributed. So yung total contributed mo, it is the same as 215,000. So work back lang natin. So calculate tayo. 215 minus 30 minus 70, minus 55. So lalabas muna yung 60. Sir, ito na ho ba yung sagot? Hindi kasi dalawa yung kinontribute niya. Ito, may portion ng cash ng 10,000 and yung natitira ng 50,000, ito yung equipment kasi na hinahanap. So official answer natin is letter C, yung 50,000. And if you notice, kung makuha mo yung difference dito, no? Meron kong difference na 6,250. So since bonus yan, pag kinombine mo ito, pag inad natin, no, anong lalabas sa calcio? Yun nga yung 18,250 na bonus na binigay natin dun sa existing partners. So ito yung, kung tatanungin sa inyo, magkano yung bonus na nanggaling kay R or kay L, di may sagot tayo. 12,000 tsaka 6,250, or kapag kinombine mo, yun yung total bonus na 18,250 na pinamigay natin dun sa existing partners. Okay, partners J and K. Before admitting, itong si L has balances of 200 tsaka 220. Tapos meron silang profit or loss agreement ng 35 tsaka 65. Now, L was admitted for 40% interest and 20% dun sa profits and losses. So, paki-underline ko ulit yung 40% interest na and yung 20% din sa profit. So, ano muna ulit yung papansinin natin? Yung 40% muna. Kasi, yung gusto niya, once na-form na sila or once nasama na siya, yun yung partnership. Yung 20%, kailan ulit natin yung papansinin kapag nag-generate na ng net income or kung paano natin hahatiin once nag-form, nagbuo na yung bagong partnership, silang tatlo. So itong si L, he contributed a used machine with a cost of 205 and an appraised value of 180. So yun ang nasabi natin, itong incoming partner, if he wants to contribute a certain asset, again, titignan mo ulit yung parang formation, agreed muna, kapag wala yung market natin. So he invested the market value of 180,000. So based sa problem, binanggit na lang dyan na after admission daw ni L, itong si J at si K daw, they agreed to share profits and losses equally. So, kindly underline po yun. Sir, ano naman ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin nun, nung in-admit na itong bagong partner natin, pag nag-generate ng net income na magkakasama na silang tatlo, hindi na maghahati yung original ng 35 tsaka 65. Hahatiin na daw nila yan ng 50-50. Yun yung ibig sabihin na. So, hindi na siya yung 35-65. Hahatiin na nila split in the middle, 50-50 na daw sila. Now, at the end of the year, so binigay sa atin ang may net income na binigay. So una muna, first scenario, kasi dito dalawang independent cases. So una, kapag silent yung problem, and yung isa, assuming merong under or overvaluation ng asset. So para dun sa first two questions, assuming yan na silent yung problem or there is no asset revaluation. So gagawin natin, compute muna natin lahat ng total agreed capital. So your total agreed total contributed capital is 600,000. So since there is no asset evaluation, so ibig sabihin yan, your agreed capital is also 600. Based dun sa agreed capital na gusto or nangyari na buong partnership, magkano daw yung gusto ni L? Ang gusto niya yung 40%, hindi ho yung 20 yan. Yung 20 kasi para sa net income yun or net loss. Yung 40%, yun yung para dun sa agreed capital natin. So 600,000 times 40%, yung makikredit sa kanya, yan yung 240. Now, may difference dun sa kanyang in-invest worth 60,000. So, ano yan? Bonus yan. Kanino? Dun sa incoming partner. Nahahatiin mo muna based dun sa original muna na profit or loss ratio, yung 35 tsaka yung 65% muna. So what are the balances or the capital balances of the original partners once L was admitted? So may sagot tayo ng 179 tsaka 181,000. Magkano yung na-credit kay L? So yung 240. So to check lang kung namin ginagawa mo kapag in-admit lahat ng nasa baba, kasi ito yung capital balance once nag-admit na sila. So ito rin yung 600,000. So for question number 1, magkano yung capital balance ni K after admission of L? So official answer is letter C. 181,000. Now for number 2, ang tinatanong ngayon is what is the ending? Ending mo, paki-underline po dun sa question, end of the year. So therefore, since end of the year yan, ano yan, ito na yung review ulit na changes dun sa capital. Kung merong additional investment or merong withdrawals, and syempre share dun sa net income or net loss. Since wala mong binigay na additional investments or withdrawals, so ano yung i-effect lang natin? Yung net income lang o yung share. So, dun sa pinagkasunduan, the net income generated at the end of the year was 130,000 and they agreed once matanggap daw itong si L, silang dalawa maghahati na ng equally, 50-50 na sila. So, ang gawin natin para mahiwalay kaagad natin yung kay L, ilan daw percent yung gusto natin sa net income or sa profit, so di 20%. So, calculate tayo, 130,000 net income times 20% muna. So, ibibigay muna natin yung 26,000 na gusto ni L. So, ito yun, yung sa kanya. So, magkano yung matitira dun sa kanilang dalawa? Siyempre, yung 80%. So, 130,000 times 80%, tapos yung nasa calculate mo, hatiin mo na lang sa dalawa, divided by 2. So, itong si J at si K, take 52,000 sila. So, kunwari, tatanungin ka, magkano na or ano na yung itsura ng bagong profit or loss ratio nila once ma-admit sila. Di ang lalabas ng 40-40-20. Yun yung mangyayari ngayon. So, dun sa number 2, what is the capital balance of J at the end of the year? So, official answer is letter A. So, ito yun, yung 231,000. So next na what if naman, what if daw na merong implied over or undervaluation ng certain assets. So ano kayo ibig sabihin nun kapag ganun yung sinabi sa problem? So, same pa rin ang given. Ito pa rin. L pa rin invested 180. Pero this time, the problem indicates or specifies na meron daw certain asset that is needed to be adjusted or to be revalued. So, hahanapin natin kung over ba yun or overvaluated ba yun or undervaluation. Sir, paano ko gagawin yun? Or anong mangyayari? Well, ganito po siya. Pag sabi meron kang implied, kasi nga, ito na yung problem na meron kang asset evaluation. So therefore, definitely, your contributed now is different dun sa agreed natin. Magkaiba talaga yun. Now, ang question ngayon is, sir, paano ko ngayon i-compute yung agreed capital ko? Kasi alam ko, magkaiba sila. Hindi ko pwedeng ilagay yung 600,000. So ganito siya. Kapag sinabi na over or meron siyang implied na undervaluation or overvaluation, ang sinasabi niya, no, so let us take for example ito, yung investment. Ang sinasabi dyan is kung magkano yung in-invest ng incoming partner, dapat yun yung makikredit sa kanya. So parang ang ini-imply dyan o sinasabi ng new partner dun sa old partners, oy, old partners, nag-invest ako ng 180 for 40% dun sa agreed. So dapat yun yung makikredit sa akin. So mag-adjust kayo ng mga assets nyo para makuha ko yung gusto ko. So yun yung ibig sabihin niya. So again, kapag implied over or undervaluation ng a certain asset in investment, kung ano yung in-invest niya, dapat yun yung makikredit sa kanya dun sa as a new partner. So therefore, kung ano yung invest niya, this will be the basis to compute your agreed capital. So therefore, ito, representative na to ng ilang percent dun sa agreed capital, yung 40%. So 180,000, i-cross off natin, divided by 40%. Your agreed capital now is 450,000. So obvious na obvious, magkaiba na ho yung contributed mo tsaka yung agreed. So meron kang difference na 150. So since mas mababa yung agreed natin, so yung 150 considered siya as overvaluation. So ito naman, distribute muna natin. So i-distribute natin yan based sa all P&L muna. So 35%, 65%. So the balances of each partner once L was admitted, if yun na nga, there's an implied over or undervaluation of certain asset, 147,500, 122,500, tsaka yung 180. So kapag inad mo yung tatlo, yan din yung agreed capital na 450. So again, if ever merong implied or implied na under or overvaluation of certain asset, ang mindset mo lagi dyan, if in investment, kung ano yung invest niya, yun dapat yung makikredit sa kanya. And this already represents a certain percentage now dun sa agreed capital. So ito yung gagamitin natin. So, to compute sa number 3 pala, sorry. So sa number 3, official answer natin, letter B. So ito yung 150,000 ka overvaluation. And for number 4, at the end of the year, so their agreement did not change. So ganun pa rin, ito pa rin yung 20% or yung 26,000. And silang dalawa, ito pa rin yung tigpo 40%. So 52,000. So for number 4, magkano yung balance ni K? So official answer natin is letter D, 174,500. So baka lang mag-raise ng question, Sir, yung sinabi mo kanina na pag may implied, so kapag investment, kung ano invest niya, yun yung mga credit sa kanya. Does it also apply sa purchase of interest? Ang sagot, yes, it also applies. So ano yun? Kung magkano yung binayad naman niya, yun yung dapat nakikredit sa kanya. So, doon sa problem number 1, di ba nagbayad siya ng magkano? 500,000. So, kapag sinabi dyan na merong implied na over or undervaluation na certain asset, yung makikredit sa kanya, hindi dapat 320. Dapat yung 500,000. Na therefore, yun yung magiging basis mo ulit para makukompute natin yung agreed capital natin. So again, pag may implied over or undervaluation ng certain asset, ang concept ulit dyan, purchase of interest, kung ano yung binayad niya, yun yung makikredit sa kanya. Sa investment, kung magkano yung in-invest niya, yun din dapat makikredit sa kanya. So yun yung basis natin para mag-compute yung agreed capital natin. Okay, so theory tayo. Okay, so for number 1, theory natin, which of the following statements pertains to partnership dissolution? So nabanggit na natin to. In general, it is only a change in the relation ng partnership natin. So you can admit or you can retire a partner. So official answer is letter B, boy. It refers to the change in the relation of the partners caused by any partner ceasing to be associated in the carrying on of the partnership. Number 2, which of the following will not result to the dissolution of a partnership? So paki-underline po yung not result to the dissolution. So in other words, alin ho daw dyan dun sa apat ang hindi magbabago dun sa relation ng partnership natin. Kasi nga, di ba, ang dissolution, ibig sabihin ng change dun sa relation. So, alin doon sa apat yung hindi magbabago. So, official answer natin is letter C, ang assignment of an existing partner's interest to a third person. Now, sir, bakit po ganun? Na once mag-assign ako ng interest ko to a third person, why does it not change yung relation ng partnership? Kasi, una-una, kunwari ako, isa ako sa mga partners. So, si Mr. X, inassign ko yung interest ko sa kanya. Now, ano lang ho yung right nitong ni third person? Ang right lang ni third person is rights lang doon sa profits and losses. So, hindi ibig sabihin na meron siyang right sa profits and losses, automatic siya ay magiging partner. Hindi yung ganun yun. So, right lang niya, profits and losses lang. So, hindi siya naging partner. So, therefore, as is pa rin yung relation ng partnership natin. Number 3, which of the following statements is correct when a new partner is admitted to an existing partnership by purchasing a portion of the capital interest of an existing partner? So yung number 3, pwede mong ilagay dun sa tabi lang. That is admission by purchase of interest tayo. So kapag admission tayo, purchase of interest, tapos dun sa number 3, hindi naman niya binanggit na merong asset revaluation na nangyari. So, ibig sabihin nito, ito yung purchase of interest, tapos ano tayo, silent yung problem. So, ano pong ginagawa? Kapag purchase of interest, silent yung problem. It is just simple transfer of capital. So, official answer yung letter D. It will just result to a credit to a capital of a newly admitted partner with a corresponding debit to the capital of the selling partner. So, ito yung transfer ng capital natin. Number 4, in case of admission of a new partner in an existing partnership through investment. So, admission by investment tayo. Which of the following scenario will result to a bonus to a new partner and an asset revaluation? So, underline po natin ang result to a bonus to a new partner and an asset revaluation. So, analyze mo natin yung isa. Tuwing kailan ka magkakaroon ng isang bonus to the incoming partner if yung in-invest niya is less than dun sa na-credit sa kanya. Or, yun na nga, yung na-credit sa kanya as a new partner, it is greater than dun sa na-invest sa kanya. So, yun yung hahanapin natin dyan. Hahanapin mo dun sa choices na dapat yung na-credit dun sa new partner, it is greater than dun sa na-invest niya. Now, second, na hinahanap, ano daw? May asset revaluation daw eh. So, kapag may asset revaluation, ano siya? Dapat yung contributed mo, it is less than dun sa agreed natin. Or in other words, yung agreed natin is greater than dun sa contributed. So, official answer is letter C. The contributed capital of all partners, ayan po, is less than dun sa agreed. So, therefore, mas mataas yung agreed natin. Yan po yung asset revaluation. And while the agreed capital of the new partner is higher than the amount he has contributed. So, ito yung capital credit niya, mas mataas kaysa dun sa na-invest sa kanya. And number 5, if a partner who retired from the partnership receives less than the capital balance, so kindly underline po yun, yung receives less than the capital balance, which also resulted to a decrease also in the capital balance. So kindly underline din po yun, resulted to a decrease in the capital balance of the remaining partners. So ano nangyari? So ito yung retirement ka, tapos, kunwari, ang capital balance ko ay, let us say, 100,000 before retirement. Tapos, yung binigay sa akin, 50,000 lang. So, ito yung sinasabi din sa una ko pina-underline na makakatanggap ako ng mas maliit kaysa dun sa capital ko. Tapos, meron kang difference din na 50,000. Now, yung 50,000 na difference, based din sa lecture natin, dalawang pwede mo makonsider dyan. It's either what? Isang bonus yun, or share yan sa isang overvaluation ng asset, di ba? Yung difference. Now, unang-unang mong iisipin, sir, wala naman sinabi na may asset revaluation. So yung 15,000, pwede ko ba i-consider yun as bonus? Kaso nga lang hindi eh. Ang sabi kasi niya, yung naging effect nung maliit yung natanggap ko, yung effect niya sa other partners or dun sa remaining partners, nabawasan din yung capital balances. Yun yung ibig sabihin, sa pangalawa kong pina-underline. It resulted to a decrease also in the capital balances ng other partners. So ibig sabihin yan, since nabawasan din yung mga partners natin, yung mga existing, remaining partners, ibig sabihin yan, yung naka-negative sa akin ng 50, yun yung share ko saan? Sa isang overvalued na asset. So ang best answer dito is letter B, merong impairment loss na recognized before retirement. So yun yung parang kailangan bawasan. So mag-share kami lahat dun sa impairment losses. Yeah, so next meeting yung liquidation.